125-pound run stuffers in the middle for the Spartans as Moore again goes through a few series of fakes, and wide open is Martin down to the 15, and Martin will get it inside the 5 and down to about the 2-yard line.
Doug Martin with a touchdown for the two-way player. Doug Martin gets a 4-yard touchdown, and the Broncos goal with the 2. Martin. He's in. He's in. And the ball is placed at the 35. There's Harper. Doug Martin down the sideline. 16 looks better than 27-16. There's Martin looking for the corner. Got it. The issue between center and quarterback. As Martin now trying to get into the end zone at the 20. Staying in bounds at the 5. Touchdown, Doug Martin. What a run.
Martin again, right up the gut. And no signal. Now one from the top of the screen saying touchdown.
You have to be in the top 14 and win 9 games.
Inside handoff, right up the middle goes Martin. Touchdown, Broncos. Formation with Doug Martin. Here is Martin. Boy, was that easy. Untouched. Right in. 3rd and goal. Martin. Stretching out into the end zone.
Hotels, restaurants, and the like. All those things.
Doug Martin. How about this impact that he's made running the ball? Martin down towards the 35-yard line. Martin. Second effort and a little more. Touchdown. It was a question whether or not he'd get the first down. He got a touchdown.
Michael Atkinson in there too. Martin with Atkinson leading the way. Touchdown. 2nd down and 4. Pitch. Martin. Touchdown. Doug Martin with his 2nd one today. Fullback with Martin. Pitch to Martin. His 3rd touchdown of the day. And
was out of the game. Their universal signal has now become whenever Kellen puts his stocking cap on, he is out of the game. And there goes Doug Martin up the sideline, and he is going to go all the way for the touchdown for the Broncos as they go up 41.
Nice.
2 tight ends in. Doug Martin, big hole. He's in. Touchdown.
Kellen Moore under center. Handoff. Here he comes. Martin on the right side. He's going to walk in. Touchdown. Boise State.
Here we get a 1-touchdown game. Toss play for Boise State to Martin. And Martin breaks the tackle and breaks free. Crosses midfield. Still on his feet. Can't bring him down. Battling to the 25. What a powerful running back. That young.
And Moore wide open. It's the running back. Doug Martin.
And Kellen Moore gives it off to Martin. Tries the left side. Spartans rallying to the football. Martin, what a great individual effort. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Understand the game so well. Here's Kellen Moore, a little screen. That's set up to Doug Martin. Has some running room, and look out here. 20, 15, 10. And pushing dots the I for Boise State, and he's got the football. Trying to find a little bit of running room, and does. On 2nd effort, he pounces into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
There wasn't a lot there, Dave.
State against a smaller defensive line for La Tech.
Martin on the pitch, untouched. Touchdown, Broncos.
Make things uncomfortable for Boise State.
Martin on the delay. Doug Martin across midfield and hauled down inside the 40 by Javonte Crow. Balance tonight, guys. 31 rushes, 29 passes. More of Martin, and another touchdown. 20 yards on the run for Martin. And his
Martin again. Bulls his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise. Shiloh Keough got a mouthful of Doug Martin. 2nd and 2. Here's Martin again, and here goes Martin. Off to the races goes Doug Martin. Touchdown, Boise. 2 plays into the second. 3rd and goal. Avery. This time, Doug Martin comes in, and Martin brings it in. Here's Martin. Gets free and into the end zone. Plays. Martin now to the near side. Blockers in front. Doug Martin. Here he goes. Watch out. Doug Martin. Score it. 51-yard touchdown run. Set it up to Martin. Doug Martin. Look at Doug Martin go. Puts on a move, and Martin still on his feet. Doug Martin, could he? Yes!
About every sport we've got back up in the studio in Bristol. Here's a handoff now to Martin. Martin breaks the daylight. Here he comes. Foot race. Martin turns and heads for the end zone, bringing it home, and Boise State leads on the 84-yard touchdown burst by Doug Martin. How about that run, folks? Draw play with Martin. Here comes the hammer. Breaks free, cuts back, and he's across the 15-yard line. He's had 2 brilliant runs tonight.
Oh, that's E-Fall, the tight end in motion. Toss sweep to Martin, trying to get to the corner. Smith tried to get him, but couldn't. Touchdown.
There comes a corner blitz, and they throw the screen right at it. And Doug Martin easily has the first down. And look at Martin. Doug Martin. He is gone. See ya.
As we saw Alan Dock there try to break on the play, but couldn't make it.
And here's the 1-2 punch. The other senior Martin skipping and hopping and into the end zone. 33-yard touchdown.
They give again to Martin. Touchdown, Boise State. Impressive thing about them is that they can play at different tempos. Doug Martin around left side, all kinds of room. Doug Martin cuts back, breaks the tackle, touchdown Broncos.
Possibly. Martin on first down. He breaks out of that mix, and here goes Doug Martin. And there goes Doug Martin. And Martin is all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looked like he was bottled up, and then he just went out the side door. A 55-yard run for the senior running back from Stockton, California. He is on. See if he can cap it. And he does so.
26. Martin straight up the middle, has the first down and a whole lot more. In fact, he's got a touchdown. 3 receivers to the near side, and this is Martin again off the left side, and again he's got himself a big gain and perhaps another touchdown. It's a sprint to the end zone, and Martin wins that race. Another touchdown for the Bronco running back.
Overdoing so well, and the fake punt takes it all away.
Straight at the middle, Martin makes a nice move to get around Shaq Bell and get into the end zone, and that's another Boise State touchdown.
Playing quarterback right now is the tailback, Doug Martin. Keeps it himself, has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Kellen Moore to the air, pumping once and twice now, keeping it himself, going back across his body. Doug Martin, touchdown, Boise State.
First and goal now from the 10. Again to Martin, trying to get the edge. Look at Matt Miller block. Matt Miller held his block the entire length of the play. The freshman.
They helped him off to the sideline.
So here's Doug Martin trying to get outside. Look at him go elbow, makes the guy miss and turns on the Jets. Dougie Fresh, touchdown number 2.
6 years ago.
On 3rd and 2, Martin gets the call. Martin cuts to the outside, touchdown Broncos. Martin gets the carry. No signal yet from the line judge as they come in. Touchdown Broncos.
It's Martin. And Martin's in. Touchdown Broncos. This time it's Martin. And Martin, great vision. One man to beat. And Martin takes it. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown Broncos.
Kicks it off for Arizona State, and Doug Martin, the senior tailback, 2 yards deep in the end zone. Breaking free, and Doug Martin across midfield in a foot race. Escapes and puts the Broncos on top instantly. They get the jumbo formation, and they hand it off to Martin, who hammers into the end zone. There is the missing piece, the kickoff return to start it, the touchdown run to finish it.
He's done a lot of work tonight. The least they could do is let him finish off one of the drives.